Hey guys, you join me here, Storm86, and we are back on Ladyhill. So today, very simply, we are just kind of preparing ourselves for harvest. So we are just going to feed some cattle quickly. That will take a bit of pressure off us. And from the looks of things, guys, it looks like canola is going to go first. So we'll have two fields here, hopefully tomorrow, that will go. So we'll be able to crack into that. Be able to crack into that straight away. Then, as you can see, that was our last bale of. Keep hitting stuff. That was our last bale of straw. So we've half a bale left, and yeah, that's not going to go a whole pile really, to be honest. So yeah, that happened, and we'll see. We could potentially bale the canola. Um, the reason I say it will give me extra straw. I don't think it's any benefit to us of leaving it in there, so it actually probably makes more sense for us to actually go away and bale the canola. Now the straw might be the best quality, guys, but it would fill our shed up again. Oh my god. So that is definitely something we're probably going to do. I see it as a bit of a waste if we actually didn't do it this year. So now the other issue we have, well, it's not an issue yet, and it's not really a huge issue, but we have 112,000 litres of silage left in our pit. I was hoping to try and squeeze another cut into the pit above, because I think we have enough hay, so that was the thought process in my head. If I could squeeze another cut out, it would make life just a little bit easier. Spin out is here. Yeah, definitely would help, I think, if we can squeeze it in. Now, look, this pit will be empty fairly quickly. So, it really is just a case of what we want to do. And I'm a little bit torn. If I can, I really want to fill the top pit more if I can. That would be the idea, and then get it covered ASAP. Grass will probably be ready to go here shortly. It's growing away mad, so with a bit of luck we might do the canola harvest, and it could be then a case of grass for a day, pretty hard and intensive. If we manage that, that would then give us the opportunity to what's the word I'm looking for? I actually don't know. Maybe get a 4-cutted, which we could then also put into this pit down here, which means then next year we'll be in fairly good nick for silage. So it would just take a lot of pressure off in a lot of different areas. So we're considering it, but for now we're going to use what we have. Once we hit that kind of 80,000 litre mark, which we're going to hit fairly fast, I'd say, guys. Yeah, that's going to happen fairly fast. So once we hit that, we have one more feed in what we have here. Once we hit that, we'll probably have to cover the other pit. So if we do, then it's a case of we need to empty this pit before we can cut the grass and fill silage to it. So that's the joys we're in. So we're going to unload here, fill our animals, and we should then be pretty good. We might make another load, but we'll do that off camera. That will be for the other pin, or we might split it 50-50, because this pin is actually consuming, has more animals, so it is consuming that little bit more feed. So it's not the end of the world, but yeah. So next time you'll see me, guys, I'm hoping we'll be in the cabinet diets, and I'm hoping we'll be in that field in front of us, and I'm hoping we will be tackling canola. So yeah, that is the go of it, guys. See you all here in a sec. And we are back, guys. So we are into July, and good news, we are pulling the header out. So we've been over it. We had all day yesterday to be prepping ourselves and getting things ready, so we're pretty happy. So what we're going to do is just get down here into this field, and that's not going to work out for me. So I'm going to have to do something a little bit creative. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! How about that for not working out? So we'll just do a little bit of that. Obviously this header doesn't stick to the trailer. Has it got its own trailer? Maybe it does. Even that isn't great. But yeah, we'll attempt to get the header out of here. Oh my god. What have I done, guys? We'll chance it. Let it take a wide berth. I think we made it with the header. We did. Happy days. We didn't think that was going to happen there for a bit. So that's just going to push me out there a little bit, but that's alright. So let's go full lock. Wow, that is doing its own thing. This was not meant to be this much of a struggle. Let me get above this pesky tree before we drive into our crop. That might do it, will it? We'll see. So we'll run back up here, get the harvester, we'll be able to hook on there hopefully. And yeah, we'll get the whole process started. We have the trailer already on the deer here in the background. So all going well, guys. This should now go fairly smoothly. Famous last words, of course. So, oh, yeah, space is a premium here, isn't it? It's a tight old yard. So if I do something like that, and then full lock, back in cab, we now should be able to get squeezed down through to here. It's a tight old entrance. Since we put up the sheds and stuff, it has made things a little bit trickier. I think I've just unfolded, not 100% sure. But I think now, oh, don't get stuck on a tree. Jeebus. So we'll pull back here just a little bit. And now we can pull the loader forward. And we might have to look into the correct header trailer for this unit. So we can shut that down, and we can actually get stuck in here, and hopefully the yield is fantastic, guys. We'll all be hoping for the same thing, I think. But definitely in my case anyway, we're hoping for it. Try and get down in here now if I can. Drop in there, and we need to enable that because we're going, oh my god, still hit the header trailer. These things today I just don't think is my day, guys. So bit of a mess starting harvest. Here's hoping the rest of harvest goes okay. We are yielding, it's not bad, it's not bad at all, 118%. And are we dropping a SWAT? We are not. So that should now be dropping a SWAT. So at least the mess at the start won't be too bad. The real question is, now it is saying we're yielding fantastic, but we've only got 5% in the header so far, so we're going to have to just see how that kind of plays out. Yeah, we'll just going to have to see. We're just going to stay external for this first run because it's probably just a little bit easier, guys. Yeah, that's where we are. So we won't worry too much more. We're just going to kind of crack on, really get this done as best we can. That's really all we can do. Yeah, we're throwing down the straw, so we're going to bale it. I think we were under a little bit of pressure this year for straw. We've literally ran out just before harvest begins, so some would say that's a good thing. But I'd like to give myself that option of having a few bales left over. But yeah, we're starting with canola. Barley won't be ready just yet. We could cut grass after canola, because these fields will be going to beans next year, I think. So yeah, we could throw ourselves right in the deep end and try and get the grass out before we do the wheat. It'll put us under a bit of pressure, but it will achieve our goal of getting a second cut into that pit above, which will really help our cause. So that's probably the way we're going to do it. Now it's only at stage 3, there's an extra stage, and yes, I know I said I was going to leave and go the extra stage, but for the sake of it, we'll see. I'm on the fence. Obviously we're going to kind of get this harvest done today, so grass potentially could be cut tomorrow. I don't think the wheat will go till August, so we could even do it the 3rd of July. Either way, I do think the grass is going to happen, guys, so I can't see a valid reason why we wouldn't try and get out there and cut it. We might spoil ourselves. By spoiling ourselves, we might treat ourselves to a butterfly moor setup, just to speed things up, because time is of the essence, I suppose is the word I'm looking for. So we might invest. We'll have to check horsepower ratings and stuff, but it mightn't be an investment. It might be more a lease or a hired purchase. Maybe we might sell the rear moor and look into picking one up. Picking up a butterfly moor that would let us do what we want to do. So we have a couple of options, but again, it'll happen. It won't happen today, but we'll see how we're going. Obviously, if we do it, it's going to affect our ability to pick up a grass field this year. But if it gets us a cut of silage in the pit faster, which it should, because we wouldn't have to go around tedding after ourselves, we can literally just leave it all out in a row and get it in. That's probably the option we're going to go with, guys. So where are we? If I click, yeah, I should probably have actually repaired this harvester, because wrong button again. So yeah, we probably should have repaired this. Just thinking about it, our harvester itself is on about 50%, and when they get to that level, they tend to lose performance. So, well, I'm not seeing any great jump in yield. It might be up a little bit. We'll see what this corner does. This looks very orange here on the mini map, so if this goes yellow, we are getting a better yield, and I think it is going to go yellow. It's kind of yellowy green, which means we're getting a crack in yield. But is it a harvester issue, guys? Might be potentially a harvester issue. So we get around here, we get the tractor into the field, we'll unload, and we might just bring this quickly up to the workshop, give it a quick tune. It'll cost us a small fortune, but it will maybe see us just pick up that little bit more, a little bit less loss, because we've 2 passes done, and you can see, yeah, we're definitely getting a good old harvest. So yeah, that is probably where we're going to go with it, guys. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen here. We're going to get the tractor down into the field. We get this bad boy unloaded, and we can start working the ups and downs then. No way she set 20. That's probably a little bit quick. But yeah, this is cash money, guys. This is money in the bank. So the better we look after this, it might mean that we spend a little bit now on potential performance of the machinery, but I'd be hoping that would gain us a little bit. So we're just going to drop the header here on the ground, and we'll back away up here, and yeah, we'll see what's going on. Either way, I suppose we're in a positive that we're getting a good value of straw, and yeah, we'll just jump in here, get the deer, get it unloaded, and I'll be back here then in a little bit, and we'll see, does it improve anything? Fingers crossed it does, because I'd imagine it's going to cost us the bones of 5 to 10 grand, maybe in that range. So we'll just have to see, does it give us a boost in yield? I can't believe I didn't think to check it before we started, but hey, it's the kind of day I think we've had between hitting things with the wheel loader or the telehandler and trying to get into this field. Yeah, we made a real show of it, so yeah, should be good enough for us, so we can shut her off and jump in here, get it unloaded, and we'll get back to the shed, guys. So I'll see you in a second. Fingers crossed we'll get a lot more grain out of this. And we are back, guys. So we have completed another lap around the field. We got I think 17% in that ballpark, so I'm not going to quite go on a limb and say we fixed our issue. We might have improved it a little bit, but definitely not 100% fixed. So yeah, it is what it is now. At that stage we can't do a whole pile more, so we're just going to crack on. That's about the only thing we can do now. So we're just going to tip away here. We have a nice bit to do, and yeah, hopefully we'll end up with over 30,000 litres, which would make what, 25,000 euros in around that ballpark. These are not the two biggest fields, but they're two handy size fields. They're the second largest plots that we have, and our straw harvest for the coming year was going to be pretty poor with the wheat that we have in the two smallest fields, so hence we have decided to bale these as well. So we have enough to keep us going, keep us busy, and we'll just have to attempt to get in here now. Should be able to swing in like that, and we'll tip away. So yeah, all going to well. We're up to 30%. You can imagine this field is going to fit in one trailer. That's probably a sad thing in itself, and the field across the road isn't the biggest. This is probably a little bit bigger, so yeah, we'll just we'll take it as it is. It's money in the bank, so we shan't worry too much. Now our money is down. The service of this cost us just under 3 grand, and obviously we had the loan as well, came out at the start of July, so instantly our nice healthy bank balance of 70,000 is not looking so healthy anymore now, guys. So we have a little bit of work to build that back up, but oh, why did I drop so early? Well, we won't really be building it back up now. It's going to dwindle away until December, January, when we start selling crops again. Obviously the milk is working. It's slow, and it's only slow because we've only had 2, we might have had a third, not 100% sure, but we've only got 2 calves, so we're not doing a whole pie with the milk either. But that is what it is. That should ramp up maybe October, November. I'll be hoping all our autumn calves will be born, and we should be in a fairly strong position then, guys, going forward, where we'd have a nice chunk of milk coming in for the year. And again, that milk will hopefully we can collect it and it'll add up to a nice bit. Oh, that was my tractor. Thought I was clear enough of it. Obviously I wasn't, and we're still not going to be 100% clear. We've parked things in bad places today. I think we'd know better. Not our first harvest, but it is what it is, and we'll crack on. So we're doing well. We're tipping away through this field handily. We're not doing too much. It's kind of slow going. Harvest is always a little bit slow going, but we'll bang away through it. And as I say, we'll be out here to bale afterwards. So once we have all that done, so the next day we might come back, finish off the canola harvest, and we'll be jumping on the baler and seeing what we can get out of it. That'll buy me a bit more time as well for thinking. I'll have to either do we can do a hire purchase. We can have a look for used equipment, which has worked out in our favor in the past. Now the only thing is we have left it kind of late for doing the used equipment. We'd probably want to put the request sooner rather than later. It might take a bit of time for him to find a butterfly rear mower, and then we have the issue of, does it work with the tractor? So I think we've 220 or 225 horsepower, so we'll have to make sure the front mower and the butterfly mower will leave us enough horses. Now it's fairly flat, there's a couple of hilly areas, but they're not extreme hills, so at the same time I would be hoping that we don't run into too much issues, or we're not requiring that extra bit of power to get us around the place. I'd be hoping, guys. Again, famous words, and we'll wait and see. We'll get them on and it won't want to work, and then we'll be in a right old pickle. So for now we're probably going to chance it. It's not the best use of money. When I think about it, land would really actually suit us better. So do we just do it and pray that we'll have enough time? Do you know what? We'll have enough time. You're seeing the indecision here working in live. We have enough time, so we'd have the 2nd and 3rd of July to get the grass cut and windrowed and all that crack. So if we cut it in 2 different sections, we'll be cutting in July, which means we might be very, very lucky and get it cut in September. No guarantees, and it might even push in as late as early October, but we'd have to see, and obviously weather is going to play a big part in that. So yeah, we're just going to have to see what way it works out best for us, guys. We're nearly through this field, and we've only got 60%. So throw that in on top of the little bit we had. We're probably close to filling the harvester once, which is about 8,500 litres. So yeah, now we'll see on the yield tracker. It will tell us exactly what we got, and I think this will be the first time we'll have soybeans there, so it'll be a tough one to compare. So yeah, it'll be good data for going forward, definitely 100%. But for now, we're just going to have to kind of hope that the yield monitor is not lying when it shows dark green in certain areas. That's all one can really hope for, really, isn't it? That our machinery isn't lying to us. So we'll go back across again. We're nearly finished this field, guys, so not too much left. And as I say, we'll be back here again next day. We'll be across the road, finishing off the canola over there, and we'll then break out the baler, get all this lovely canola straw stalks, whatever you want to call it, baled up, and we'll have a little bit of straw then again for feed, so that'll take pressure off. So things are actually working out relatively okay. If we can get this grass done, I know I'm worrying about it a lot, but if we can get the grass kind of in and sorted, that should see us in fairly good nick for down the line. So that's it, guys, as we complete the last pass or two here. As always, it's actually last pass, I would say. As always, thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Snowman86. This has been Ladyhill. And until next time, guys, we'll see you all again. Take care.